Good morning students. Today we do learning about transportation in plants. Okay. What is transportation in plant? Plant transport system will move energy stored from leaves and raw material from roots. Means these two pathways are constructed as independently organized conducting tubes. Means there is mainly two tubes which transport food and material in plant from one part to another, and these are called xylem and phloem. We also call them vascular bundle. Okay. Now what is xylem? Here we discuss about xylem. Xylem moves water and minerals obtained from the soil. In the other hand, phloem transport product of photosynthesis from the leaves where they are synthesized to the other parts of the plants. Okay. Okay, beta. Now, if we describe components of xylem tissue, we mainly focus on tracheids and vessels. Means tracheids and vessels of root, stem, leaves are interconnected to form a continuous system of water conducting. Okay, means it's a channel that reach all part of the plant. Now, if we discuss about its first component, xylem vessels first component, that one is tracheids. Okay, that one is tracheids. It is a structure of tracheid. I hope you can say it. Okay. Okay, now this is fine. Okay. Now tracheids. What is tracheids? It is the element of xylem. Means it's a fluid conducting tissue consisting of a single elongated cell with pointed ends and a secondary cellulosic wall with lignin. What is lignin? Lignin is a dead matter which is a chemical binding substances. Okay. Tracheids serve the support and for upward conduction of water and dissolved minerals in all vascular plants. This one is about first component of xylem is tracheids. Second one is vessel. Okay, this is the structure of vessel. It is drum shaped cell, the wall which are secondary thicked with ring or network of cellulosic that later become lignified. Means if we talk about its length, the length of vessels varies from two cells to rows several meter long. Okay. During development, the end wall already pitted break and disappear. Okay. It's all about the xylem. Means xylem conducting water from roots to all part of the plant with the help of their tracheids and vessels. Okay. If you talk about next one in transpiration, in earlier class in your in class of 9th and in class of 8th, you know the you study about the transpiration. What is transpiration? Now here we describe it transportation, the loss of water in the form of vapor from the arterial part of the plant is known as transpiration. Okay. It also creates a suction force or pressure as a result of which water is forced into the xylem cells of the roots. Means does it help in the absorption and upward movement of water and mineral dissolve in it from root to the leaves, and it also regulates the plant's temperature. Okay, this is all about transpiration. Second one is translocation. Okay, as we said that movement of plant is done in xylem, and movement of means movements of food is transported by phloem. So in xylem you have to know about transpiration, and in phloem you have to know about translocation. Okay. Now what is translocation? The transport of soluble product of photosynthesis is called translocation, and it occur in phloem. Okay. Now we study about the component of phloem. Here we have a diagram of sieve tubes. Okay. It is a diagram of sieve tube. I hope you all see it clearly. This is sieve tube. Okay, beta. Here this is sieve tube element, this is companion cell, and this is sieve tube plates. Okay. Now what is sieve tubes? The translocation of food and other substances Okay, the translocation of what? Food and other substances take place in the sieve tubes with the help of companion cell. Means companion cell help the sieve tube to transport food material from leaves to other part of the plant. Okay, it do work both in upward and downward direction. That's mean xylem do unidirectional only. It do pressure on only unidirectional way, but in phloem it work in bidirectional way. Okay beta. So in translocation, in phloem material like sucrose is transferred into phloem tissue using energy from ATP. Okay, as we know the ATP is the currency of the cell. Okay, we also learn it in ninth class. Okay, this increase means this increase the osmotic pressure of plants. For example, you seen that in spring season, sugar stored in root or stem would be transported to the birds which need energy to grow. Means when birds need to be energy to growing their self, they convert sugar stored in root or stem would be transferred to the birds. Okay. So this is all about beta transportation in plant. Means you when you have questions regarding transportation in plant, you have to be describe what is xylem, what is phloem, what is vascular bundle. In xylem you have to be describe tracheids, you have to be describe vessels, okay, with picture. Okay, and transpiration. And in phloem you have to be describe that phloem work and bidirectional. Okay, and translocation have to be defined over there. Sieve tubes companion cell function is all about, you have to be draw a picture or explain over there if in case question happening in your exam. Okay, now second we have described here only introduction of excretory system. Okay, this is only the introduction. It is only introduction of excretory system of human. Means it's a structure of human kidney. Okay, there is medullary pyramid, renal artery, renal vein, ureter and cortex. Okay, if we talk about excretory system beta, if first we have to know what is excretory system. Means the excretory system is responsible for eliminating of waste produced by homeostasis. Okay, we are also homeostasis because we are able to survive in any weather, any environmental condition. Okay, because we have blood circulation, we have septum, where septum help in separated oxygenated blood from deoxygenated blood. That's why we are homeostasis. Okay, now there are several parts of the body that are involved in this process, like such as sweat gland, liver, the lungs and the kidney system. Okay, every human has two kidney. Okay, now in slide you have I think I hope you all seen clearly the structure of kidney. Okay, if you talk about the kidney, here we only introduce about the excretory, what is excretory system and the structure of human kidney. Okay, so the kidney are some of the most important organ in okay, and in this class we will look at the structure and the function of the kidney. Not function yet, but yes, we describe structure in this lecture. Okay, so the kidney are at the back of the abdominal cavity with one sitting one each side of the spine. Okay, and always remember means that the right kidney is generally slightly smaller than lower one, means lower than the left, to make space for the liver. Okay, if we talk about the weight of our kidney, each kidney weighted is around 125 to 170 grams in male and 115 to 155 gram in female. Okay beta. And now inside the kidney there are number of pyramid shaped lobes, and each consists of an outer renal cortex and an inner renal medulla. Okay, these are the urine producing structure of the kidney. Okay, now each kidney excrete urine through a tube which called the ureter, and that leads to the bladder. Okay, so it is all about the introduction of excretory system and the structure of kidney. In next class we describe function, also structure and disorder of kidneys. Okay, I hope you all take interest in learning of biology. If you have any query, kindly discuss on Zoom classes, beta. Okay, keep studying, keep safe at your home. Okay, and continuously learning, because your exam will be, I think, your exam at tentative dates in from 17th of May. Okay, your class teacher describe it you all. Okay, thank you.